You know, stories at their most fundamental level, in my opinion, is at the conversational level. So you can make stories an artistic endeavour. You can tell them in magnificent, creative, artistic ways. But at the most fundamental, basic level, a story can be, in its simplest form, just a conversation. You're just telling someone something that happened. So if you want to understand how to think about stories, I would say that the easiest way to think about them is to think about them as a conversation. So what does this mean? What this means is that when you're creating prompts or techniques to get people thinking about story ideas or how a story is going to be told, but specifically for story ideas, then you can use this mindset to actually word the prompts in the proper way. I would say, let's say you have a deck of cards that have a bunch of prompts on them, like the storyteller deck that I've got. How would you word the prompts? We've got the storyteller deck. It's a little prototype. And one of the cards represents an affordance, something that the character, something that the person in the story, I should say, has. It's afforded to them the ability to cause mass destruction. What would be the best way to word a prompt like this? Currently, I've got it as, with this affordance, enormous destruction can take place. I've actually changed that recently because I think that the better way to word it would be something like, what was it? Enormous destruction can take place. When I saw this, when I saw it in action, I realised how destructive it could be. I wonder if I've got another example. Actually, this card is updated, and this is a specific expansion pack currently. So on this card, this card is called Beneath the Mask. So there are always moments in stories when you see what's beneath someone's mask. And it's a dark theme because it's always dark. These are, when people hide parts of themselves, it's usually because it's something quite dark, and this is probably the darkest. So on this card, it says, when I saw that they were enjoying it, I realised they were evil to the core. And there's the little image prompt. I could have worded that something like, what's something that you might see that shows they're evil? I don't think that's the best way to word it. I think you need to think about it as a memory, as a little snippet. Just like you would when telling someone in conversation a story. When I saw that, I realised they were absolutely evil. And that's why I think it's the best way to word it, as little snippets of memories, as something that happened, rather than questions to get you thinking. They're worded as snippets of a memory that you then recall and tell a story. And I think that gets you thinking about it in the right way. So there we go.